His hands kept moving through the air. It turned out he was performing an entire surgery entirely in his imagination. His name is Black Jack, a man who has reached the peak of medical understanding. Just then, due to a large-scale protest, many injured people were sent to the hospital, and medical resources suddenly became extremely strained. His senior, finding Black Jack still simulating surgery on a bench, faced a hospital already overcrowded. Having just graduated and not yet licensed, he could only help temporarily as a nurse. Suddenly, an emergency patient was brought in, a young boy who had survived being hit by a train, though his left hand and right leg were severed. The bearded doctor took one look and decided amputation was necessary, but the parents, seeing the limbs still intact, begged the doctor to reattach them. The doctor coldly issued an ultimatum. Black Jack watched silently from the side, then suddenly walked up to the child. After careful observation, he began mentally simulating the surgery. Once convinced it was possible, he decided to take on his first real operation, promising to restore the child completely, but the fee would be 5 million yen. After an internal struggle, the parents finally agreed to let Black Jack try, but as an intern, the hospital would never allow him to operate. So, Black Jack went to a friend's private clinic for help. As he opened the door, his fallen friend, now a drug addict, dropped a bottle of pills in front of him, but Black Jack ignored it for now. He only wanted to borrow the operating room to save the boy. He promised to pay 500,000 yen afterward. Just before the surgery began, his senior questioned Black Jack's ability, but when Black Jack removed his clothes, the proof was clear. His body was covered in dense, meticulously stitched scars, each one self-performed. He himself was a successful case. Convinced, his senior was completely won over. With everything ready, the surgery began immediately. His senior passed tools and wiped sweat, while the addict friend monitored the boy's vital signs. Time passed minute by minute. Black Jack's hands were precise, without a trace of hesitation. Hard to believe this was his first real surgery. In many ways, he already surpassed most experienced surgeons. Black Jack removed all necrotic tissue, set the bones, and the surgery neared its end. But during the most critical suturing moment, he noticed damage to an artery near the knee. However, this small clinic had no artificial blood vessels. As time ticked away, the boy's vitals dropped. His senior suggested immediate amputation. Yet in this crisis, Black Jack visualized the entire vascular network in the boy's body. He suddenly realized, by transplanting the great saphenous vein, which has minimal function in the body, the boy might recover. He continued injecting adrenaline, and under his swift hands, the boy's vitals finally stabilized. The operating room lights went off, and the good news was delivered to the parents. But Black Jack retreated to a corner alone. Even for his first surgery, he felt the same fear and anxiety as any ordinary doctor. His friend handed him hot water and told him he had already done something remarkable. Black Jack tried to let go of his fear. After drinking the water, he dreamed of the 5 million yen fee. Yet the next day, the boy's father did not pay as promised. He knew Black Jack had no medical license. If reported, it would ruin Black Jack's only chance to ever become a doctor. The man offered only 500,000 yen as thanks for saving his son's life, but they both knew the cost of the surgery far exceeded that. Black Jack took nothing. For the first time, he saw the darkness in the human world that no doctor could heal. When the intention to save a child was twisted into a lie, it was something he could not tolerate. From then on, Black Jack turned dark, fully becoming a shadowy figure who traveled the world, demanding high fees for his skill.